You once again to today's edition of the news. Here are the top stories of today. Donor Minister Dr. Sukanta Majumdar urges Meghalaya government to expedite 10 delayed projects under North-East Council. Newly elected MDCs to the KHADC and JHADC to take oath tomorrow, Deputy Commissioner of the respective districts to administer the oath. VPP assures commitment to KHADC and JHADC welfare, party to prioritize welfare projects promised during election campaign. Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas Hardeep Singh Puri reviews developmental works in Ri-Bhoi district. The news in detail. Union Minister of State for Education and Donor Dr. Sukanta Majumdar today urged Meghalaya government to expedite 10 delayed projects under NEC. The minister today reviewed the different projects under NEC and Ministry of Donor in the state. He said that the government wants to complete all the projects, even as he added that some projects are physically completed but on paper are not shown as completed. He also informed that the government has now decided to bring logistics sector under Industries Department, and this move will help in creating jobs in the state. Informing that Meghalaya will release its vision document 2047 in March, he said that North-East would soon become the power center of the country.
They have made some changes as the logistic. It was not under the industry, but recently they have brought it under the industry category. So in the near future, this logistic, after they have brought it under the industry, the logistic facility will increase in the state of Meghalaya, which will promote the job creation as well as the tourism sector and the other sector of this state.
The District Council Affairs Department on today notified that the oath-taking ceremony for the KHADC and the JHADC MDC will be held tomorrow. It has also informed that the election to the office of the chairman and chief executive member for both the houses will be held on Friday. Meghalaya Governor has directed the Deputy Commissioner of East Khasi Hills to preside over the meeting and administer the oath in KHADC, while the Deputy Commissioner of West Jantia Hills has been directed to do the same in the JHADC. In a report which has just come in, the VPP has confirmed that Shemborlang Rinja will be the KHADC CEM and Strong Pillar Karjana the chairman. In JHADC, the leader of the opposition will be Andrew Shulai. VPP Chief Arden Miller Basaimot gave out the details.
EC ke jingi kan don tang shipawut kan tok biau chairman but yau vice chairman. Apamot ke EC kan don prangut ke legislative mo chairman but vice chairman. Kata ngadi koi kabari ko abat penso shaki pai ba ling ba chakri kila pathai ko bor. Kabar kalong ba da koi ke jimot peringkat baru ke MDC belajar ba ka party kila Shemikarai Banjir iba strong pillar Kharjana como chairman jom ka District Council, Nang Tai Ba Kinjo, Guru MDC Namahoti, como Vice Chairman.
The Voice of the People's Party, which secured an absolute majority in the KHADC with 17 seats, has confirmed it will not form any alliances with other parties. VPP spokesperson Batskem Mirbo stated that with a majority, the party does not require support from other MDCs.
To work with the people, work for the welfare and betterment of the lives of the people, and since we have the committed elected MDCs, so we are sure that people will once again give the confidence and the faith in the party.
The Voice of the People's Party has reiterated its commitment to serving the people in both the KHADC and JHADC. In a statement, VPP spokesperson Batskem Mirbo assured that the party will prioritize welfare projects promised during the election campaign. The party plans to focus on improving people's lives through the office of the KHADC. Mirbo also mentioned the VPP's responsibility as an opposition party in the JHADC, vowing to continue working for the public good.
Any other candidate, any other MDC, since we have got absolute majority, we can form our own executive committee.
The United Democratic Party, UDP, has expressed support for the emergence of the Voice of the People's Party, praising their stance against the influence of money in elections. UDP General Secretary Gemino Mautho emphasized the importance of eradicating this harmful trend, which he believes discourages deserving candidates from entering politics due to financial constraints. Meanwhile, Cabinet Minister Kermen Shilla acknowledged that the UDP's poor performance in some areas was due to a disconnect between certain MDCs and the public.
Duk mentaru kan dikabur pisah dan terikam ni. Tikidon ki cakap bakabur pisah terikam. Kidon ki cakap pada bakam terikam. Dikam bakalong mentah tangan keren beda kebasyai. Kajing mi juga BPP ru aku kalian kaya rapi nomor ba. Kalong persya ya kajing terikam juga bor pisah. Kata te kalong kebasyai kita ramah. Kidon ki bayakun ki parti ko pendon kam juga bor pisah ru kilem. Andre kani ka bor pisah kadang terekam ini tu ipi gi babon ki cakak ti kani ke bangi hamban penduk ni hamban penduk nomor ba adin habut la syai buat ki brio ki badon ke jing temu ke ba biang jing temu ba manwan chakmat ke nomor chu nomor ba undon pisah makin ong ba ko yang election da undon pisah tu undon jing.
There are times that maybe few of our MDCs didn't get that connection, direct connection to public. That miscommunication, misconnection give them a chance to sweep. So I don't blame the public also. We respect and we accept it. But it's just that this give us a lesson to learn that direct connection with public is very important. Should not lose that connection.
Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas Hardeep Singh Puri reviewed various developmental works undertaking for Ri-Bhoi Aspirational District. Focus was laid on the 5 indicators such as health and nutrition, education, agriculture and water resources, financial inclusion and skill developmental. Field inspection was also conducted to Pineapple Processing Unit at Umdihar Village, Ri-Bhoi District. The Meghalaya government has dismissed calls for an inquiry into allegations against the University of Science and Technology Meghalaya following the arrest of its Chancellor Mehboob Haque by Assam police. Haque was arrested on charges of facilitating unfair practices in the Class 12 examinations. Education Minister Rakam A. Sangma clarified that the state has not received any complaints about the university's activities and therefore no inquiry would be conducted.
Arrest is Ri-Bhoi. Arrest is nothing to do with the USTM. It's been appeared in the news. It's been for some other reasons, some other issues within Assam. So I don't have any comments and any detail on all the subjects. Since we are yet to receive any complaint from anybody officially in written, have it been so? Could have been a different story as of now, since there is no any official communication from anybody. So that question doesn't arise as of now. I don't have any comments in all this, but that is I don't know what's the subject grammar. What's the grammar on this? So I also don't know. Right? Without reading the proper grammar, I want to able to comment on this. I need to convince myself the proper grammar of the subject.
The results of the KHADC and JHADC elections have sparked growing public expectation for the newly elected representatives. Former Shillong College Principal MPR Lingdo emphasized the crucial responsibility of the councils in preserving local traditions and community resources. She noted that these issues remain at the forefront of public concern, urging the new council members to meet the hopes and demands of their constituents in safeguarding the region's cultural heritage.
District council, kadang kabur no wapik yangi mayada yangi yakiti kidustul yakajai kenja yakisong kitau klau kaptap yaki so kun kamariang mayada kitlong umbar khoi dan hakadus council di kadai kan penia besar yakajai pedrio ki tigi ki tibu ki na nakini ki betamaki.
An awareness program for persons with disabilities was successfully conducted in Shillong, aiming to highlight government schemes and initiatives for their welfare. The event, chaired by Governor of Meghalaya Shri Chandrasekhar H. Vijayashankar, was organized by the Composite Regional Centre for Skill Development, Rehabilitation and Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities. The program focused on bridging the information gap, ensuring that Devyangans in Meghalaya are aware of available government services, paving the way for greater inclusion and empowerment.
CILING has been a beacon of hope, offering clinical training and rehabilitation services under one roof. I commend Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Directorate of Social Welfare and all stakeholders for dedication. With the 10 acres of land allocated at Umsauli for a state-of-the-art facility, CRC Shillong is set to enhance its services, including specialized interventions, skill training and academic programs. The Rights of a Person with Disabilities Act 2016 has expanded the scope of support, increasing specialization disabilities from 7 to 21.
In a hit-and-run case in Ri-Bhoi, a driver of an auto rickshaw sustained serious injuries after a truck dashed the auto rickshaw and fled the scene. The incident occurred last night at around 11 p.m. near Bethany Hospital in Pahang Sim. The auto rickshaw, bearing the registration number ML10B8655, was being driven by Ricky Lingdo when it was struck by an unidentified truck while returning from Nongpo. The injured was taken to Bethany Hospital for medical care. Mahadev Kola Dham, one of the oldest Shiva temples in Meghalaya, stood as a beacon of devotion during the auspicious occasion of Mahashivratri. Nestled in the serene hills of Shillong, the 150-year-old cave temple attracted thousands of devotees. The temple, revered for its unique spiritual ambience, continues to be a key pilgrimage site, especially during Sawan and Mahashivratri. The temple's mystique and historical significance continue to draw worshippers and history enthusiasts alike. And now for the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report in Tura. Minimum temperature 17 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 31 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 38%. Moving on to Shillong, minimum temperature 8.7 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 19.6 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 70%. Meanwhile, in Juwai, minimum temperature 11 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 22 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 46%. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Juwai says that dry weather is most likely. Before we wind up, let's have a look at the headlines once again. Donor Minister Dr. Sukanta Majumdar urges Meghalaya government to expedite 10 delayed projects under North East Council. Newly elected MDCs to the KHADC and GHADC to take oath tomorrow. Deputy Commissioner of the respective districts to administer the oath. VPP assures commitment to KHADC and GHADC welfare, party to prioritize welfare projects promised during election campaign. And Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas Hardeep Singh Puri reviews developmental works in Ri-Bhoi district. Well, viewers, that's all we have in today's edition of the news. Do join us again tomorrow with more updates. Have yourself a good night.